Hey everyone, I made a blog post on my website a long time ago. It's probably about March last year, but I think it might also work well for a full-length YouTube video. So this video is all about WDDM drivers and how to check for WDDM drivers in Windows. And before we start, like I said, I've already wrote a blog post about this. It's on my website and it's also on medium.com. I will leave links for them in the description below. Okay, so I think it's important we get a foundational view of WDDM first. So what actually is this? WDDM stands for Windows Display Driver Model, and this is a graphics driver architecture first introduced in Windows Vista. If you remember Windows Vista, I'm sorry, that's all I can say. WDDM then became a requirement starting from the release of Windows 8. This provides the functionality needed for your Windows system to actually render the OS and applications on your screen. It's also quite old by today's standards, requiring a minimum of direct 3D 9 capable graphics cards. So how would you check for WDDM drivers in Windows? Well, thankfully there's two super easy ways. What you can first do is open up the Windows run command and type in dxdiag. This will probably take a couple seconds to load. Once you do get a window, make sure you wait for this loading bar to complete all the way. Awesome, and once that's loaded, what you can do is head over to Display 1 or Display 2 to find the appropriate graphics card that you're wanting to check. So right now, I'm actually remoted into this machine, so Display 1, where it should be showing my NVIDIA graphics card, it's instead showing the remote display adapter. But you'll see in Display 2, I've got an Intel HD Graphics 630, and this uses WDDM 3.0. What you can also do is load up a command prompt and in here, NVIDIA-SMI. What you're looking for here is your graphics card, so I can see NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 and it's running in WDDM mode. The NVIDIA-SMI command can also show you what's actually using your graphics card at the moment, and that's useful if you find that your graphics card is locked for whatever reason and you can't use it. You can come in here, click what's using it, and try to terminate the process in Task Manager. So what I'll do at this point is I will pop up onto the screen all of the WDDM versions that I'm aware of. So like I said, it started with Windows Vista and that was WDDM 1.0. Flash forward to today with Windows 11, the newest one is WDDM 3.2 and 3.3. So we've learnt about WDDM, but you might have also heard of XDDM. So the main difference is that XDDM, the kernel mode display driver, uses I/O control codes or IOCTL to talk to the video driver. In contrast with WDDM, the user mode display driver talks with the direct 3D runtime. And finally, the WDDM graphics kernel subsystems talk directly to the display driver. So why would you need to use WDDM? Well, the main purpose of WDDM is to provide better performance related to graphics and stability. Although there isn't much of an option since Windows 8 and later versions of Windows operating system only support WDDM. And the main benefit of WDDM is that it supports DirectX graphics infrastructure or DXGI. So what you might be wondering is, how can I actually update the WDDM driver version? Well, there's two possible ways. Either your graphics card doesn't support WDDM of a higher version, and so you'd have to purchase a new card. Or option 2, go to the NVIDIA website and download the newest driver. So you should now know everything you need to know about WDDM drivers. They're typically a quiet piece of software that runs with no awareness from the user. However, when things do go wrong, they can quickly become tough to diagnose, particularly since the driver version can't just be updated through software alone sometimes. What you'll find with older graphics cards is that you'll have to replace the entire graphics card to one that supports a newer WDDM driver version. So again, we've reached that part of the video where I ask you to leave a like if you found it helpful and to also subscribe for more content.